gloom, the gloom, the gloom, the gloom. I've been so overwhelmed from rain, from gloom. I just feel like all my energy is sucked out of me when there's no sun. July has been rain, like just rain, every day rain. So the garden has been submerged. Not all the garden, parts of the garden has been submerged in like this much water. It's just like impossible to wrap my brain around. Anyway, so I got overwhelmed. I got a little depressed. I didn't know what to do, how to spend my time. And I ended up finding myself back on social media quite a bit. And after a week of feeling like, oh my God, I am feeling depressed, like absolutely depressed. I realized that, the combination of the lack of sun, not being able to be outside, moving my body the way I would in the hot weather, in the nice, when it's not raining, and putting myself on social media like that, and I haven't done that in so long. There is something about being on your phone and being pulled into these little snips, like seconds of someone's life, seconds of information, seconds of advertisement. You scroll through it, it's just like a second. It's so much. It's so much. The reason that I got mostly off, I let myself do 1 day a week, mostly so I can record, and also have a shop that needs a little attention. I had to get off because I could feel what it was doing to my brain. I could feel what it was doing to my life. I could feel what it was doing to my time, like how much time it was pulling away from me was insane. Like it just is incredible. You don't even realize it. You don't even realize how much time you're on there. But then like the comparisons or if you're constantly getting these little bits of information or people saying do this or these little, just so many words that are trying to be helpful, I know, but it's too much. It's so overwhelming trying to keep track of everybody. Anyway, so when I started learning about the garden, I started watching YouTube, and that's how I taught myself. I would watch a video and then I'd go do research. I'd look something up. If I wanted to learn about rhubarb, I'd go see if anybody had a video, and then I'd go research, read everything I could on it before I would plant, something, or if I found a pest, that kind of thing. And what I love about it is that it's not just these little blurbs of seconds. It's this full, beautiful informational. It's this learning, it's sharing, it's, the vlogs. I love watching people walk around their gardens. I loved it. Learning about chicken that way, seeing people with chicken. How do they do it? What does their coop look like? How does this all work? So that for me has been like it. That's what I need. That's where, I can spend half an hour in the morning or half an hour at night just doing a little bit of learning, doing a little bit of research, doing a little bit of, study time. And I thought, this would work for me as a vehicle to share. This would work for me as a way to get off, for the most part, not entirely, but off of social media in that, you pick up your phone. I had to lose my phone too. You pick up your phone, and the first things, I could pick up my phone to look at the weather. I pick up my phone, and I don't even remember I went to look at the weather. I hit Instagram. So anyway, rain, gloom, social media, and I really felt my body suffering. I really felt like I was just in it, and I had to get myself out of it. And so I ditched that phone again. I will go back to my like one day, this is what I post. I like to have one day where I post for the shop and for just keeping a record and you know, just kind of saying hi, but not like losing myself in it. So I definitely pulled myself out, but it took a while for me to recognize. It took a while for me to be like, oh, this is what's happening. This is what's getting me down. You know, and I would challenge you. This is kind of one of my like sacred roots prompts. Have you ever given yourself like a week off your phone? Have you, you know, you can come up with a million excuses of why you need it. My kids know if they're at someone else's house and they need a ride or they're somewhere, they let someone else in the family know that they're ready for me because I'm not going to have my phone. I'm not going to see it. But I would say, have you ever done it? You know, get rid of the excuses. Find a way to get through that. You could start with a 24-hour period, work to 48 hours, then do a week. You know, you can do it. You can let people know. Do like a text autoresponder, you know, tell everybody ahead of time, hey, I'm not going to be in touch with you this way. And, you know, we can work on getting back in touch after I take this break. Because what happens is during that week, you will notice signs of addiction, withdrawal. You will feel antsy. You'll not know what to do with your time. You'll crave it. You will crave it. And we can tell ourselves, I told myself for years that there was nothing wrong with it. And I'm not advocating to like totally ditch all of it. You don't have to ditch all of it to use things in a healthy way. Some people do. When you are like, for me, there's not really a fine line. I can give myself that day, but there's no more. It would be like, it's very similar to sobriety. But I can definitely, you know, feel like my mental health is good and solid when I just give myself that day. And it's not even that, it's just, you know, it's so much. Our phone holds so much. And I'm all for, like, yes, the great things that, you know, come from having this technology. But I recognize just, I mean, I see my kids with their phones and it just like breaks my heart. The TikTok addiction, like, I don't even know what to say about TikTok. So, yeah. So I pulled myself out of the doom and the gloom. The garden is, I mean, it's suffering. It did not like to have that much water. That was tough. I'm looking at it right now. And something's wrong with the pears. The pears are sick. What else? There's a bunch of things that need to be planted, but, you know, it's all gonna be fine. It is what it is. And, you know, more than anything, it's just like, it's getting back to like, what are my sacred roots? What do I need? How do I plant myself in? How do I sink into my, you know, my body, earth, my mental health, earth? What do I need to feel those solid roots, you know? And that means getting out in the rain, even though it's gloomy and wet. It means still getting out there. It means, you know, because I'm out less, doing projects inside. So I've found a lot of projects to do inside, and that made me feel a lot better. So it's really, you know, what are your sacred roots? They don't have to be what mine are, although I would say, you know, we do as humans share sacred roots. What we need, how we respond. You know, there's so much to be said for simplicity and ease and gentleness and patience and movement and time and beautiful foods. All right, well, that's just my little rant. I just wanted to say hi and check in because I'm coming out of it. I wanted to offer you a little, just a little love boost in case you're feeling the same. If you are experiencing some extreme weather, I know that, so we're in Massachusetts and we are getting hit with the rain, and I know a lot of people are dealing with extreme hot temperatures. Support yourself. Give yourself, just check in. What do you need? What do you need? What do I need right now? What is my heart asking for? What is my soul asking for? What roots can I kind of dig into? I picked up a paintbrush the other day. I haven't painted in so long, and I just painted some of the trim that I've been saving for the fall and the winter. And I was like, you know what? I can't be outside right now. I am going to paint. I'm going to do something that moves my body, that feels really beautiful. And today, you know what? I put on a dress because I don't have to be outside in the garden much. I do wear dresses in the garden, but this is like a fancy, like lacy. Probably don't want a garden in this one. I would. All right. I appreciate you.